Hello everyone, welcome to an episode of TCG Talk back today with another video, and today we're going to be doing another How to Ninja series video. Last time we did episode 8. I said episode 7 in that video, but it was episode 8. We've done so many now. So now we're about to do episode 9. In episode 9, we're going to talk about defense reactions. This is going to be not as in-depth because it's pretty simple in my opinion with defense reactions and who runs what, so it won't take long to explain it. But I'll kind of give my thoughts on certain defense reactions and how things go. What I've done here, because it's better than just sifting through my bulk and trying to find all these defense reactions, I basically got all the defense reactions that apply to ninjas. So I got all generic and then ninja-based defense reactions. We'll kind of talk about it. So the base thing with the defense reactions is color, right? So most of all defense reactions you're going to use are going to be reds. You're not really going to use any blue defense reactions. The only blue defense reactions that I could see you using right now is blue flick flag. So other than that, rule number 1, just look at the reds. I don't think, at least right now at the time of recording this video in May of 2022 in ProQuest Season 2, red defense reactions are the only kind of viable ones. There's no other ninja that's trying to fatigue people, so you're not going to use insane defense reactions. So that's near here nor there. So we'll kind of look at that, right? And I don't think we can structure this by pitch. I highly doubt it. Okay, we can't. Okay, I was about to say that'd be nuts. Alphabetical card number. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to double check. So anyway, so the first set is Fate for Scenes. Fate for Scene is very common. It's not as common defense reaction. It's not as much used in Ninja, mainly because we don't care as much about opting. We care about maybe cycling. So Sink Below is normally the defense reaction you'll see. But Fate for Scene, if you don't have Sink Belows, definitely use it. It's a 0 for 4. You can opt your next card, see if it's a card you want in your hand. The thing about Ninja is most tight Ninja lists want to be able to use every card in their deck. They're not really oh, I want to use that card later, right? So very often you're not going to want to opt. But it is a 0 for 4 and it's viable. You can use it. Springboard Somersault. If Springboard's normally a defense for 2. If you play it from Arsenal, defense for 4. At the time this came out, it was really funny and thematic and whatever, but it's not viable in hyper competitive lists. But if you're a new player, maybe you picked up some Crucible packs and this is all you have, definitely use it. It's really fun. You can't even use it in commoner as a crappy part. It's a rare, which is so funny to me. But anyway, yeah, definitely something you can use. Just not the best one. Then you have Wax On. These cards, at the time of recording this, these cards aren't as useful. They only defend for 3, and if it's a Feint card that has a 0 cost, it defends for +2. So at red, it'll defend for 5, at yellow, it'll defend for 4, and at blue, it'll defend for 3 if it's the Feint 0 cost card. This is so situational. Back when, Lightning Briar was a thing, or maybe against a Briar, this would be decent, because right now, even Channel Mount Heroic Briar, because yes, most of her cards that she attacks with are 0 cost, so maybe you side this in. But Briar right now is not oppressive enough in the meta to warrant having this card in your sideboard. If this card was even in a deck, it definitely would be a sideboard card, but not usable right now. Even Chain, he has a lot of 1 cost attacks, Unhallowed Rites and Ghostly Visit and stuff like that. So he's not even all 0 himself. So if there's ever a time in the meta where there's another Cheerios list that's just 90% 0 cost, then maybe this will be more useful. But right now it's kind of not playable. Then you have Rise Above, as you may put a card from your hand on top of your deck rather than pay Rise Above's cost. This is bad. We'll skip it. It's a 2 for 4, and you have to put a hand on top of your deck in order to use it. Don't ever use this card. It's just bad. We're just going to skip it. We're not going to talk about it. So then you have Flick Flags. Flick Flag is the most common one. It's a ninja defense reaction with Katsu, Ira, and Benji. All 3 of them will use this. Basically, it gives you defense for 4 at red. For Katsu, he's mainly only going to use the reds. Ira, if you're running her control, mid-rangey style, she'll probably use all 6 of these, 2 of each. And then Benji will most of the time use 4 of these. I would say 2 to 4, probably the reds and the blues. But it's really nice when you're playing like a Channel Mount Heroic Briar, and you defend for 4, and then you can defend with another card, her next attack for 5, right? It's really nice for that, because most of the combo cards block for 3, so over 2 cards you're blocking for 9, which is really nice for 0 cost. Definitely a good card. Mainly the reds are used in Katsu, but if you're running a really, really hyper mid-range list, maybe you'll use more. But overall, probably the best defense reaction that Ninja has access to. Then you have Unmovable. You'll never use the yellow and blues, just get out of your mind. Maybe later in the meta once we get more card development, but right now it's not that. The only time you'll see red used by a hero that's ninja, and it's only usually Katsu, is red unmovables. And this is big because of the Starvo meta and because of Bravo being able to block out one of his crush abilities, or fully block out a Bravo attack with this from Arsenal and a nerd card. The only crappy thing about this in Katsu, and I used to run these in my Katsu list, but I completely took them out, is your best defense with Katsu is a good offense. So when you play unmovable, it's just so much out of your hand, because let's say I have the perfect unmovable block, right? Let's just say that I hold breaking skills. I haven't blocked with it yet. Let's say Starvo blocks with, or has a fused Oakenold. So he is double fused and Starvo activated Oakenold. So it's hitting for 11 dominate. And I have to pitch a blue to play unmovable. So let's say unmovable is an Arsenal. I have 4 cards in hand. I have to pitch a blue to play unmovable. Then I play unmovable for 7. Then I have to block with 1 card from hand. That's 10. And then I have to use breaking skills. So now it's completely blocked his hand out, sure, but I only have 2 cards in hand. So I defend all the damage, but I only have 2 cards in hand. And then I can't come back at him very hard, and then he's just going to hit me again, right? Same thing with Bravo. It's really nice. Maybe against a Bravo, you run like one of these. Just if it comes up and it's in Arsenal, great. Use it on a Crippling Crush, have a good day. But like, even Crippling Crush comes in for 11, right? Or comes in for, even with Crippling Crush, you're going to have to block with a breaking skills or a card from hand. So no matter what, like, you're getting rid of 2 cards and you're just hurting your ability to do well. At first, I thought it was good, but I personally don't like it. If you're running a really big mid-range list, you have a lot of yellows and reds, then it might be useful. But overall, that I just wouldn't use it personally. Then you have Sink Below, which next to Flick Flack is probably, these 2 defense reactions are the best that any ninja can run. Benji will run 2 of the reds. Iroh will run 2 reds. Katsu will run 2 reds. They mainly just run the reds, but this lets you cycle a card, which is really nice, because like, if you don't have this in Arsenal, and let's say you have a Sink Below, a Razor, I don't know, a Soul Bead Strike, and a Torrent Tempo, right? Like, that's not a good hand. If you sink and you only have a Soul Bead Strike, Torrent Tempo, and Razor in your hand, that's not very good. So maybe you can, sink the Torrent Tempo and try to draw into a blue or something. I don't know. So it's really nice for that, to be able to sink a card and draw a new card and try to cycle your deck a little bit and get to a card that you need. Definitely really useful. And for Benji and Ira, same thing, same cycle capability. Katsu, most ninjas are pretty good with their lists on being tight, but every once in a while you'll draw that dreaded 4 red hand. And it's really nice to be able to sink one of your reds and be able to go get a blue. But yeah, defense reactions, super simple. For Katsu, run red Flip Flacks and red Sink Belows personally. Maybe one unmovable if you have a lot of Bravo in your area. For Benji, if I were a Benji player, I'd run 2 Fate for Scenes, 2 red Flick Flacks, and 2 Sink Belows. So I'd have 6, so I can make the most of my blocks. And at Ira, I'm doing the same thing. I even my aggro Ira list, I'm running 2 Sink Belows and 2 Flick Flacks. So red Flick Flacks. So yeah. And then Wax On, if we ever get another Cheerios list that's just dominating the meta like Lightning Briar did, then this may be more useful. But right now, it's not very useful. But yeah, hopefully that made sense. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Hopefully these How to Ninja guides are really helping you. Let me know what other ones you'd want to see. As I think of more stuff, I'll do more How to Ninja guide videos. But right now, I'm just trying to think of stuff that's really useful. I'm going to make a How to 5 video series once he comes out, and kind of get my thoughts on him and how you should play him. So be looking forward to that when Uprising comes out. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all next time. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to. If not me, go to another Flesh and Blood creator, do the same thing for them so we can get more people seeing this game. And I will see y'all next time on TCG Talk. Thank y'all so much.